G'day, Brodie Brown coming to you from beautiful Boracay in the Philippines. And as you can see behind me is just a stunning part of the world. I'm taking a 2-day break from training my team down in Iloilo. They've pretty much forced me to take a break, heading back there at 4 a.m. tomorrow. Just had the best time up here. It is, it's stunning, this fine white crystalline sand, clear water, very little pollution. It's really, for a skeptic of Asian beaches, it's a magical spot, it really is. I've done some e-foiling, I've done some dragon boat rowing with a mate of mine that I've just met, and it's been really pretty bloody amazing. Recommend that you get up here. I wanted to make a video of something which is just always present every day, doing what I do, the conversation about passive income. People call me up and they want to get some guidance from me on property and finance, and they want to know about the mythical passive income. And I ask them, I say, why do you want to invest in real estate? They say, because I want to get some passive income. And I say, what do you mean by passive income? They just want to have some investments that are somehow magically pumping up this passive income. It doesn't exist, I'm sorry to tell you. I have no wealthy clients. I know of no one who is wealthy in the 23 years that I've been in business and finance and property that is successful and uses that terminology. Just delete it from your vocab. It's the stupidest concept that you can possibly imagine when it comes to investing. Investing is anything other than passive. It's the search that's taking up your time. It's the vetting that's taking up your time. It's the learning about what it is that you should be investing in. Then once you own the thing, own the property, you've got the managing agents, you've got insurances, you've got the finance to manage, you've got the tenants themselves, it depends on where the property is located. You may have travel to and fro the property. Okay, so once you own these investments, whatever they are, and the more of them there are, the more invested you are going to be in investing your time into managing these assets. So just flush that concept down the toilet. Don't feel bad about it, because it's an immature and very basic way to think about investing regardless. No savvy business people, no savvy investors are doing anything passively. No good marriages are passive. No good friend relationships are passive. No good cooking's passive, right? No good sex is passive. Do you see what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Nothing in your life, or maybe you do have something that's amazing that's passive, and maybe you can leave it in the comments below, but I doubt it. All right, so just dispel that concept from your vocab before you go any further. Speaking of going any further, if you haven't already downloaded my 70-page ebook, Millionaire Mortgage Secrets, I recommend that you do. It's a 70-page ebook, and in it I explain to you how the wealthiest people manage their mortgages to create financial security, and you can click on that link below to download your free copy. The second concept that I would like to get across in this video is the idea of flipping. It's a paradigm shift. So flipping the idea that investing is it's a chore and it's burdensome to being something that is enjoyable and exciting and fun. And not only that, but it's also a vital part of your responsibility to yourself and to your family to create financial security and wealth, isn't it? Okay, and if you're not doing that, then doesn't that make you negligent? Seriously. Right? So if you aren't taking that time to invest in your own financial security and your financial future, then who's going to do it for you? No one. Okay, so people dread the idea of investing 10 hours a month into, I don't think it's even that. I think it's just the thought of having another responsibility, the thought of having more time that's required to go into something. I think that freaks people out. But they don't break it down and reconcile it and say, hey, listen, I'm going to have this investment which is going to for the foreseeable future, could be for decades, is going to consistently pump out $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 of free cash flow each year. And in order to get that, all I need to do is spend 10 hours a month maintaining it. Doesn't seem like a bad exchange. If you think that the statutory work week is 38 or 40 hours a week, isn't it? I've never worked it, I don't get it, sorry. But if your work week is 40 hours a week and you're getting paid, a couple of grand, $2,500, $3,000 a week, right, for 40 hours, but you spend 10 hours a month, which is 120 hours a year, which is the equivalent of 3 working weeks, looking after an investment which is going to make, or investments which are going to make you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year. If you think about it, it's not a bad exchange, is it? It's pretty bloody good, if you think about it. And bear in mind, something which it's too often forgotten is that whilst that investment is pumping out that income, it's also growing in value. Not consistently, it's going to be lumpy, but it's going to be growing in value. Then over time, 10, 20, 30 years, equity has been built up. So that's the income, and that's the value that's being created whilst you're sleeping. That it doesn't materialize until the investment is sold, or you draw more debt against it, or use that in some other way. And that could be anything from, let's just say on an $800,000 property that's going up at 5% a year. That's still 5% a year on an $800,000 property. It's still 40 grand. It's not going to happen consistently, but it's not too bad. Compounding, so you're getting the 40% or 40 grand in equity growth plus the income that it's generating. What, for 10 hours a month, 120 hours a year? It's pretty damn good, right? So those two concepts. Flush that idea of passive income down the drain. It doesn't exist. Don't believe the crap that the property spruikers, guys, it's tax time. Those idiots who are selling those shitbox new properties, and they're selling a loss-making concept, okay? And this idea that it's bullshit. I'm not even going to go into it in this video, but just don't buy into it. Get rid of it. If you're talking to anyone who's talking in terms of passive income, politely get up, tell them they're stupid, and walk out the door, okay? Because it just doesn't exist. When you're sitting in front of, going around in bouts and circles, when you're sitting in front of someone who knows their stuff, who's seriously wealthy, that idea of passive income is not going to come up, okay? Because they are working, right? They're working at it, they're investing their time into it, they're making shit happen. That's what professional investors do, all right? So that's the first concept, passive income, get rid of it. Second concept is shifting the thought process from investing being a chore, it being burdensome, it being laborious, it being tedious, it being anything that's negative, to being something that is, it's very, very good for your head, it's very good for your soul, it's very good for your expansive thinking, but more than that, it's a responsibility that you owe to yourself and to your family to take care of them financially, to make sure that you and your family are financially secure, and we hope with that comes wealth. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Click on the link below to book your free 10-minute call with me. There's a copy of the book down low as well, and of course, love you to like and to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Cheers.